What's up guys, welcome back to section 2 of the academic component, and today we'll be covering the importance of the SAT. So stick with us guys right to the end because this is a crucial part of the whole process. So along with a high converted GPA, a high SAT score can be the absolute game changer for your recruitment, and here's why. Now this slide or section is the one you want to pay particular attention to. So I just want to bring your focus down to the bottom left hand side of this graphic under limited athletic scholarship budget. Across all sports, the coaches only have a limited athletic scholarship budget, and they need to divvy this out between their squad roster. So let's look at men's soccer specifically as an example. And guys, if you'd like to know what the athletic scholarship budget is for your particular sport, feel free to email us at office@strive.com. Strive spelled STRIV3.com, and we'll get back to you on a case-by-case basis. So for men's soccer, their athletic scholarship budget is 9.9, which the coach needs to divvy out to a squad roster of say 25 to 30 players. So let's say they give our co-founder Stuart McEwen a 0.9 scholarship or a 90% scholarship. The coach then has 9 scholarships to divvy out. The coach then gives myself a 0.5 or 50% scholarship. The coach then has 8.5 scholarship to give out. And if they give another athlete a 1.0 or a 100% scholarship, the coach then has 7.5 athletic scholarship to give out. Now, as mentioned earlier, the coach needs to divvy out that 9.9 of their athletic scholarship to a squad roster of 25 to 30 players, which isn't much. But the game changer is getting a high SAT score. So just bringing your attention now and focus to the graph under SAT tutoring at the top. And these figures may vary depending on the school, but let's say I was able to get a 1200 in the SAT, and that qualified me for $5,000 US in academic funding for that particular school I'm talking to. The coach has the power or ability to tap into academic aid directly from the school, which doesn't, and I'll say that again, it doesn't impact on their limited athletics budget of 9.9 for men's soccer. Now, $5,000 for academic funding doesn't sound much on first instance, but over the course of 4 years, you'll be saving the coach $20,000 in their athletic budget, which they can then use to find another quality recruit to bolster their squad and strengthen their team for next season, which is very appealing for the coach. Now, just bringing your attention to the right-hand side under being a student and an athlete and taking all of that information we've just covered. What the coach will do, if you can get a high SAT score to tap into their academic funding, is put you on a partial academic and partial athletic scholarship to package your overall scholarship something close to a full ride. So to conclude, overall a good SAT score, 1, saves the coach athletic funding, and 2, it therefore makes the recruit more appealing. And that's how we've been able to get our athletes to some of the best schools in the nation. And here's an example. Let's say the coach or school you're talking to is also recruiting another player who plays in the same position as you and is from Australia. In regards to talent, you're both at the national level, but let's say the Australian is slightly better talent-wise. However, you got a higher SAT score, a 1250, and the coach was able to tap into some academic funding. The coach will recruit you over the player with the lower SAT score because you save them money on their limited athletic scholarship budget. Here are some schooling examples with a high converted GPA or high SAT score for these particular schools, just showing if you're able to get that threshold and what that qualifies you for academic aid. And again, the amount of academic aid ranges depending on the school. For example, 12 of our athletes this year qualified for $25,000 US in academic funding purely from getting a high SAT score. So over 4 years, that's $100,000 US, which is roughly $170,000 New Zealand dollars. Some of our other athletes qualified for a range of different amounts from $2,000 to $15,000 of academic aid. So overall, I hope all the listeners out there found this useful, and as always, feel free to contact us if you have any questions at all. Cheers, guys.